Now on this page, multiplication 3a, they don't have the squares drawn for us, which means that we're going to have to draw them ourselves, which is not too big of a deal. I'm going to start off by drawing a rectangle here. Then I'm going to split my numbers up. My first number is 26. If I was going to split up the number 26, how would I do that? I was going to make it into expanded form. What would that look like for the number 26? What would that look like, Ezekiel?
Say it again, because I couldn't, because I was trying to find my page. Could you say
If
it
I was
again?
going to split up the number 26 into expanded form, what would that look like for the number 26, Ezekiel?
20 plus 6.
Very good. 20 plus 6. Yes, Bella. My next number is 21. How would I split up the number 21? Jadine?
You take 20 and you put 1?
Okay, 20 plus 1. Okay, now I'm going to draw my lines. Okay, we have our boxes. Everything is set up for us to find our answer. I always start with the biggest box. We have 20 on the top and 20 on the side. So 20 times 20. Now 20 times 20 is pretty tough, but what can I do that's going to make 20 times 20 a little easier for me? What can I do to those numbers? Bella? Oh, okay. Well, what do you think, Bella? What would I do? I have 20 times 20. Because we've done problems like that before. How can I make that easier for me to do? But adding 20 times doesn't sound very easy. What do you notice about the number 20, Bella? What's in the ones place there? There's a 6 in the ones place on the number 20? Just the number 20. I'm not worried about any other numbers right now. 0. What can I do to numbers that have zeros at the end of them, Bella, that makes them easier to multiply? Add another 0, so instead of 20, I would make it 200? That makes the number bigger. That makes it harder. Well, not really, but makes it look harder. Do I add a 0 to 20? Who can help Bella out? What can I do when I multiply 20 times 20 to make it simpler, to make it easier? Alexa?
Take away the 0.
I can take away the 0. If I take away the 0 from 20, it just turns into 2. And that's a lot smaller number for me to deal with, right? What about the other 20, Alexa?
We can.
Do I have to leave it 20 or can I take away that 0 too?
You can leave it 20.
So if I have 20 times 20, I'm only going to take away 1 0.
Oh no, you can take away that 0 too.
Yeah, I can take away the other 0. So Bella, when I see numbers like 20, any number with zeros at the end, what can I do that will make them easier for me to deal with? Take away the zeros. Well, if I take away these zeros, I just have 2 times 2. Bella, if I multiply 2 times 2, what would that give me? Two times 2 would give me 8. 4. Okay. So 4. Now remember, if I take away any zeros when I multiply, I can't take them away forever. I can't take them away, then forget about them. If I take away any zeros, I have to put the zeros back at the end. So if I took away 2 zeros, I have to put back 2 zeros. Okay, what about the next one? The next box here has a 6 on the top. The 20 is still on the side. So I have 20 times 6. Jadine, how could I do 20 times 6? Because again, 20 is kind of a bigger number. It seems like it might be kind of tough.
You could take the 0 from 20 and then times it by 6 because 6 is only it's the only number.
Okay. I can take the 0 from 20. And then 6 I have to leave alone because you're right. It's by itself. So if I take the 0 away from 20, I get 2. What's 2 times 6, Jadine?
16. No, yeah, 16. I mean 12.
12. Okay. And then what do I have to do because I took a 0 away from 20?
Add it at the end.
Add it at the end. 120. Okay. I've got this one here on the bottom. I have 20 times 1. 20 is the number on the top, and 1 is the number on the side. What do I know about any number times 1? It doesn't matter how big or how small the number is. If I multiply a number by 1, what will always happen? Bailey?
You said Bailey, right?
Bailey with the B.
Okay. You always, if you do 1 times, if it's always anything times 1 is always the same number that you multiply by 1.
Okay. So Bailey, what's 20 times 1?
20 times 1, that's 20.
20. What about the next one? There's a 6 on top and a 1 on the side. What's 6 times 1? What would it be, Bailey? 6 times 1.
Oh, 6 times 1 would be 6.
6.
I
Okay.
thought you were going to call on somebody else, so I mute
No, it's
myself.
all right. Okay. I've got 4 different numbers, but I should only have one answer. How am I going to take those 4 different numbers and turn them into one answer? What do I have to do?
Add
Need to add them. So let's go ahead and add them. 400 plus 120. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 2. Nakai, what's 0 plus 2?
0.
0 plus 2 is 0? I think we're thinking of multiplication. We're out doing addition right now. 0 plus 2.
2, I meant.
2. And Nakai, what about 4 plus 1? What's 4 plus 1, Nakai? I think Nakai needs help. What's 4 plus 1? Noah?
5.
5. So Nakai, what is 4 plus 1?
5.
5. Okay, so I've added some of my numbers, but not all of my numbers, which means I'm not finished yet. 0 plus 0 will always be 0. But what's 2 plus 2? Bradley?
four.
4. And then 5 plus nothing stays 5. And we've got one last number to add. 6. What is 0 plus 6? Jadine?
546. I'm sorry, I accidentally turned my mic on right now.
That's alright. So 0 plus 6 is 6. 5 and the 4 stay 5 and 4. So our answer would be 540. And we can try not answer choice. Question B. We set it up the same way. We draw our rectangle. Then I've got to split up my numbers. I have 32 as my first number, so let's split up 32 first. If I was going to split up the number 32, what would I have? I want to split it up into expanded form. I should have two parts of my number, because there's 2 digits. What 2 parts would I have when I break up the number 32? Noah?
Well, what was the question again?
If I break up the number 32, what 2 parts would I have?
30 and 2.
30 and 2. What about the next one, 30? Kaylee, if I broke up the number 30, what 2 parts would I end up with?
Um, put 30, then put plus 0.
Very good. That one can be kind of tricky because it does have a 0 there. Absolutely right. We have 30 plus 0. Now we can draw our lines. We can start multiplying. Always start with the biggest box. Got a 30 on the top and a 30 on the side. Who can help me find the answer to 30 times 30? Bella, what would I have to do? Okay, get rid of the zeros. So I could get rid of 1 0 from 30 and 1 0 from the other 30. So 2 zeros. If I get rid of the zeros, then I have 3 times 3. What's 3 times 3, Bella? Three plus 3 would give me 6, but I'm not doing addition yet. I'm doing multiplication. 3 times. So let's sing our 3 song. We're going to go up to just to the third number, okay? 3, 6, 9. So 3 times 3 is what? 9. Now my answer doesn't just stay 9. Because again, if I take away the zeros from 30, from both 30s, I can't just forget about them. I took 1 0 from the first 30 and 1 0 from the other 30. So I need to put 2 zeros back. I have my next box. 2 on the top and a 30 on the side. So I need to do 30 times 2. Who can help me to do 30 times? Jadine?
$30 times 2, right? It's going to equal 60 because 3 times 2 is 6, and then you add the 0 back.
Very good. I could take away 1 0 from the 30, which leaves me with 3 times 2. 3 times 2 is 6, and I put the 0 back, so I can get 60. Now these bottom ones. The number on the top is 30, but the number on the side is 0. There's a trick to that. Any number times 0, doesn't matter how big or how small it is, will always do the same thing. Who can tell me any number times 0 would be what? Anything times 0 is Chase? What would I get? Oh. Who can help me? Any number times 0. Doesn't matter what number it is. Any number times 0 is what? Alexa?
It always has to be 0.
It's always going to be 0. So Alexa, what's 30 times 0?
0.
And Alexa, what's 2 times 0?
0.
And Alexa, what's 10 million times 0?
10 million.
Times 0?
Sorry, I got confused, but
It's
it's 0.
0. Any number. Doesn't matter how big it is, whether it's 10 million, 10 billion, 10 trillion. Any number that you multiply times 0 is always 0. Whether it's 1, 10, 1,000, 10 million, it'll always be 0. So 30 times 0 is 0. 2 times 0 is 0. And the good news for us is right now that we have to add these numbers up, I don't have to add the 0. Because if you add 0, Nothing's going to happen. So all we have to do is add two numbers to find our answer. 900 plus 60. If I add 900 plus 60, what will my answer be? Bailey?
I didn't mean to raise my hand on
All
the.
right. Let's go step by step here, Bailey. 0 plus 0.
0,
0 plus 6.
6,
And 9 plus nothing.
9, 960.
900. There we go. So, having zeros at the end actually makes things a little bit easier for us. Because then we have less work for us to do.